Welcome SYBSC student. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, काल मी तुम्हाला जे दोन उदाहरणं दिली त्याच्यात हे 2 नंबरच्या उदाहरणामध्ये जिथे प्लस झालेले तिथे मायनस करा. Instead of plus sign here minus sign. Differentiability. Let fxy be a function of two variables defined on the domain D containing R square. R square, that is a xy plane, where the point AB belongs to the domain D and A plus H, B plus K be any other neighborhood point of AB in the domain D. Therefore, AB and A plus H, B plus K be any two points in the domain D. The change in the function as the point changes from AB to A plus H, B plus K is denoted by delta F and is given by delta F is equal to f of A plus H, comma B plus K minus f of AB. Differentiable function. The function fxy is said to be differentiable at AB if the change del f can be expressed in the form del f is equal to ah plus bk plus h phi hk plus k psi hk. This difference f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab is equal to ah plus bk plus h phi hk plus k psi hk, where a and b are constant independent of h and k. Independent of h and k. Phi psi are the function of ahk tending to 0 as hk tends to 0, 0. Note that ah plus bk is called differential of fxy at ab and is denoted by df is equal to ah plus bk. Differentials. We may use differentials to make approximate calculation. Let fxy be the differentiable function at point AB. Then f of a plus h b plus k is equal to f of ab plus h fx ab plus k fy ab by using differential. Necessary condition. Let fxy be a real valued function defined on a neighborhood of AB. If f is differentiable at AB, then show that f of AP is a continuous at AB and first order partial derivative with respect to x and y exist. Proof. The function fxy is said to be differentiable at point AB. It is given. Then to show that function f is continuous and the first order partial derivative exists. Let a plus h, b plus k be any of the point of the domain D of fxy in the neighborhood of AB. Then del f is equal to f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab. By definition of differentiability is equal to ah plus bk plus h phi hk plus k psi hk. Suppose this is equation 1, where a and b are constant. Independent of h and k, and phi psi are a function of hk tending to 0 as hk tends to 0, 0. Take the limit of both the sides of equation 1 as hk tends to 0, 0. We get, suppose we take a limit here, hk tends to 0, 0, f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab is equal to limit this expression, limit hk tends to 0, 0, this expression. Here hk tends to 0, 0, therefore here 0, here 0, here 0, here 0. Therefore right hand side totally 0. Therefore limit hk tends to 0, 0, f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab is equal to 0. Limit hk tends to 0, 0, f of a plus h b plus k is equal to, we write directly f of ab, because f of ab is a constant with respect to the limit. Therefore we write directly f of ab. Therefore f of xy is a continuous at ab, which proves a 1. Now putting k is equal to 0 in equation 1, we get, here the equation 1, putting k is equal to 0, f of a plus h, b plus 0 is b, therefore f of a plus h, b minus f of ab. Here k 0, here k 0, therefore ah plus phi h 0. Now putting k is equal to 0 in equation 1, we get del f is equal to f of a plus hb minus f of ab is equal to ah plus h phi h0. F of a plus hb minus f of ab is equal to, here h is common on the right hand side, h into a plus phi h0 bracket complete. F of a plus hb minus f of ab upon ah. Here h's get cancelled, a plus phi h0. Taking a limit as h tends to 0, we get limit h tends to 0, f of a plus hb minus f of ab upon h is equal to limit h tends to 0, a plus phi h0. A is constant with respect to the limit, therefore we write directly a. And limit of phi h0 is 0, a plus 0 is 0. By definition of first order partial derivative, limit h tends to 0, f of a plus hb minus f of ab upon h is equal to f of x ab is equal to a. Now putting ah is equal to 0 in equation 1, we get, now putting ah is equal to 0 in this equation, f of a plus 0 is a, f of a b plus k minus f of ab is equal to, here a into 0 is 0 plus bk plus 0 into phi is 0 plus k psi 0k. Therefore we write here f of a b plus k minus f of ab is equal to bk plus k psi 0k. F of a b plus k minus f of ab, here k is common, k into b plus psi 0k. F of a b plus k minus f of ab upon k is equal to b plus psi 0k. Take the limit as k tends to 0, we get limit k tends to 0, f of a b plus k minus f of ab upon k is equal to limit k tends to 0. Here b is constant with respect to the limit, we write directly b here, and limit of phi psi 0k is 0. Therefore b plus 0 is 0. But definition of first order partial derivative with respect to y. This limit is equal to f of y ab. Therefore, f of y ab is equal to b. Therefore, thus f of x xy and f of y xy both exist which proves second condition. Therefore, hence the theorem. Sufficient condition for differentiability of a function. Theorem. If AB is a point of the domain of definition of a function fxy such that first order partial derivative is continuous at AB. Second, first order partial derivative with respect to y exists at AB. Then f is differentiable at AB. Means that these two first order partial derivatives exist with respect to x and y. Then we have to show that f is differentiable at AB. Proof. Let fxy be a function defined on domain D containing R square, that is in xy plane. Let point AB belongs to D, A plus H, B plus K be any point of the domain D in the neighborhood of AB. Then delta f is equal to f of A plus H, B plus K minus f of AB. Delta f is equal to f of A plus H, B plus K minus f of A, B plus K plus f of A, B plus K minus f of AB. We add f of A, B plus K one time and subtract one time. Therefore, we get again f of A plus H, B plus K minus f of AB. Suppose this is equation 1. Since it is given fx exists in a certain neighborhood of A minus delta A plus delta B minus delta B plus delta of open interval AB, we have by Lagrange's mean value theorem f of A plus H, B plus K for these two minus f of A, B plus K is equal to H fx A plus theta H, B plus K. We know that Lagrange's mean value theorem, where 0 less than theta less than 1 depends on H and K. Here for the function fxy, we define here y is equal to b plus k, it is constant, then therefore f of x b plus k is treated as a function of one variable. Since fx is continuous at AB, therefore limit hk tends to 0, 0, f of x a plus h b plus k is equal to f of x ab. Now we write f of x a plus theta s b plus k is equal to f of x ab plus phi hk. For some function phi hk tends to 0 as hk tends to 0, 0. Therefore, equation 2 can be written as f of a plus h b plus k minus f of ab is equal to h fx ab plus eh phi hk. Here f of a plus h, here f of a plus h minus f of ab, here f of a b plus k is equal to h fx a plus theta h b plus k. Here f of x a plus theta h b plus k is f of x a b plus phi hk is equal to h fx a b plus h phi hk. Suppose this is equation 3. Now by condition 2, f of y a b exists. It is given f of y a b is equal to limit k tends to 0 f of a b plus k minus f of ab upon k. This is by definition of first order partial derivative with respect to y. Therefore, without limit, we write like this: f of yab plus psi 0k is equal to f of ab plus k minus f of ab upon k. For some function psi 0k tends to 0 as sk tends to 0, 0. F of ab plus k minus f of ab is equal to k fyab plus k psi hk. Here k multiplying both sides by k, therefore we get k fyab plus k psi h k psi 0k. Using equation 3 and 4 in equation 1, we get delta f h fx ab plus k fy ab plus h phi sk plus k psi 0k, where phi psi tends to 0 as sk tends to 0, 0. Hence, by definition of, this is the definition of differentiable function. Hence, fxy is differentiable at ab. Working rule to find second order partial derivative at origin. Find f00, f0k, f of hk. Find f of y00 is equal to limit k tends to 0, f of 0k minus f of 00 upon k. This is by definition of first order partial derivative with respect to y. Now first order partial derivative at point h0 is equal to limit k tends to 0, f of hk minus f of h0 upon k. Fourth, find f of xy at origin is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of y h0 minus f of y00 upon h. Second working rule, f of yx00. Find f of 00, f of h0, f of hk. Find first order partial derivative with respect to x at origin is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of h0 minus f of 00. Here the value of ab is 0, by definition of first order partial derivative, limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h, but a is 0, 0 plus h is the 0, h, and 0 is here minus f of 00 upon k. Find first order partial derivative at point 0k is equal to, here the value of a is 0, the value of b is k. Limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h, that is h, comma k minus f ab, that is f of 0k upon h. Find f of yx00 is equal to limit k tends to 0, f of x0k minus f of x00 upon k. Suppose we take an example. Let fxy is equal to x square tan inverse x upon y minus y square tan inverse y upon x, where xy is not equal to 0. F of x0 is equal to f of 0y is equal to 0. Prove that f of xy00 is not equal to. Prove that f of xy at 0, is not equal to f of yx 0, 0. We have, if fx 0 is equal to 0, therefore f0 0 is equal to 0, f of h0 is again 0, f of 0k is 0. F of hk is equal to h square tan inverse k upon h minus k square tan inverse h upon k. Let f of yx 0 0 limit k tends to 0, f of x 0k minus f of x 0 0 upon k. We find f of x 0k. First f of x 0 0. Now f of x 0 0 is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of h 0 minus f of 0 0 upon eh. But f of h 0 is 0, f of 0 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 upon eh. Limit h tends to 0, 0 minus 0 upon eh. Therefore 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 upon h is 0. Therefore limit h tends to 0 of 0. Therefore 0 is constant with respect to the limit. We write directly 0, f of x 0 0 is equal to 0. Suppose this is equation 1. Next, f of x 0k is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of hk minus f of 0k upon h is equal to limit h tends to 0. We know that f of hk, that is h square tan inverse k upon h minus k square tan inverse h upon k minus f of 0k is a 0 upon h. Limit h tends to 0, h square upon h is here only h tan inverse k upon h, h's get cancelled, minus with a minus sign, minus k, here k square, we write directly k, limit h tends to 0, tan inverse h upon k, h upon k. Here the k into k is k square. Limit of this h tends to 0, 0 into tan inverse infinity, that is 0 into pi by 2 is 0, minus k, limit of this 1, 0 minus k into 1, that is 0 minus k is equal to minus k, f of x 0 k is equal to minus k. Suppose this is equation 2. From equation 1 and equation 2, equation A becomes f of yx 0 0 is equal to limit k tends to 0 minus k minus 0 upon k. Limit k tends to 0, k upon k, that is minus 1. Limit k tends to 0 minus 1, that is directly minus 1. F of yx 0 0 is equal to minus 1. Suppose this is equation B. Similarly, f of xy 0 0 is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of y h 0 minus f of y 0 0 upon h. Suppose this is equation C. Now f of y at origin is equal to limit k tends to 0, f of 0k minus f of 0 0 upon k is equal to limit k tends to 0, 0 minus 0 upon k. 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 upon k is 0. Therefore, limit k tends to 0, 0 is equal to 0. F of y at origin is equal to 0. Suppose this is equation 3. Next, f of y h 0 is equal to limit k tends to 0. Here with respect to y, therefore limit k tends to 0, f of hk minus f of h 0 upon k. Limit k tends to 0 is equal to limit k tends to 0. Here f of h square hk, that is h square tan inverse k upon h minus k square tan inverse h upon k minus 0 upon k. Therefore, h square upon k, we write h upon k upon h. Tan inverse k upon h minus, here k square upon k is k only. Limit k tends to 0, k tan inverse h upon k. Take limit k tends to 0, 0 into this 0. Here limit k tends to 0. Tan inverse k upon h is 1. H into 1 is 1, h minus 0 is equal to h. Therefore, f of y at h0 is equal to h. From equation 3 and 4, I'm sorry. Equation C becomes f of xy at origin is equal to limit k tends to 0, h minus 0 upon h. H minus 0 is h upon h is 1. Limit k tends to 0 is equal to limit k tends to 0 of 1. 1 is constant with respect to limit, therefore we write directly f of xy at origin is equal to 1. From B and D, we get f of xy at origin is not equal to f of yx at origin. Thanks.